Hello friends, I'm Gaurav Yadav. Welcome to channel Mahabalak, where you can watch entertaining and inspiring stories.
Hello Earthlings, I am Time on Time.
Mr. Time, you know that after the death of Satyavati's two sons, the throne of Hastinapur was left without a king. In panic, Satyavati went to Bhishma and begged him to break his vow. Bhishma refused. Satyavati then remembered that before her marriage with Shantanu, she had had a son called Krishna Dwapayan, who had become a rishi. She remembered him now, and with his blessings, three sons were born. Dhritarashtra, who had the strength of 10,000 elephants but was blind. Pandu, who was supremely brave but pale. And Vidur, who was supremely wise.
After the birth of the three sons, a wave of happiness swept over Hastinapur.
The palace was full of activity. The city was busy with visitors. The Kurus built wells, tanks, and resting places. The rains were abundant and the crops were plentiful. Everyone was happy. With Bhishma to uphold it, Dharma reigned throughout the kingdom. Bhishma brought up the three young princes like they were his own sons. They were taught ethics and read the sacred texts. They were trained in horse riding, archery, exercises, and fighting with swords and shields and maces. Dhritarashtra could not become the king because he was blind. Vidur could not because his mother was a Shudra, a low caste. Pandu became the king. Now Bhishma wanted to get the princes married. He spoke to Vidur. I have heard of the princess of the Yadavs, a lineage that is equal to ours. There is also the princess of the Madra kingdom and the daughter of King Subal of Gandhar. They are all from good lineages and are beautiful. Their families are worthy of alliance with us. You are wise. Tell me, what do you think? Vidur said, What's the meaning of this?
Nowadays, I have become crazy about Hindi film songs. But honestly, this is what Vidur really said.
Vidur said, You are our mother, you are our father, you are our guru, so you decide what is best for us. Bhishma sent a message to King Subal of Gandhar proposing a marriage between his daughter Gandhari and Dhritarashtra.
At first, Subal hesitated because Dhritarashtra was blind and he would never get the kingdom. But who could turn down a proposal from the Kurus?
When Gandhari heard of this impending marriage, she tied up her eyes with a piece of cloth so that she did not experience more than what her husband could.
A noble woman who had a tragic life.
Prince Shakuni of Gandhar brought his sister Gandhari along with riches to Hastinapur and presented her to the Kurus.
After being honored by Bhishma, he went back to Gandhar.
But didn't Shakuni stay back in Hastinapur?
Not right after marriage. He came back later.
Mr. Time, you have witnessed everything. There's something I wanted to ask you. There are stories that Dhritarashtra imprisoned King Subal and his 100 sons, including Shakuni. He gave them just a handful of rice every day to eat, which was not sufficient for all of them. They decided to sacrifice their share of rice so that the smartest and most powerful of them, Shakuni, could live. So Shakuni ate the rice and the rest starved and died one by one. But Shakuni survived and was finally released from the prison. He stayed back in Hastinapur and sowed the seeds of discord between Kauravas and Pandavas to take his revenge.
Nothing of the sort happened. Where did you read this?
WhatsApp? The chief of the Yadus was called Shura and was Vasudev's father. His daughter was called Pritha. He had promised his father's sister's son Kunti Bhoj that he will give his firstborn to him. So Pritha was given to Kunti Bhoj and came to be known as Kunti. A swayamvar was organized for Kunti, where she chose Pandu as her husband. Bhishma went with Pandu to Madra and requested the king Shalya for his sister's hand in marriage for Pandu.
Usually, the bride's side gives dowry, but in the Madras, the bridegroom used to give it.
Bhishma gave a lot of riches and brought Madri back to Hastinapur with him. Bhishma also came to know about a beautiful girl who had a king for a father and a Shudra mother. He got her married to Vidur.
One thing has to be said. Bhishma may have never married, but he did get a lot of marriages done. His stepbrothers, his stepbrothers' sons, and even his own fathers. How many people can claim that?
True. If you have liked the videos on this channel, consider liking, sharing and subscribing them. It takes a lot of hard work and sweat to make these videos, as some of you noticed in the previous video, which had to be shot when there was a power cut and the weather was hot.
Is that why you're not wearing anything today?
What do you mean? I'm wearing this kurta.
I will tell you what I mean through this song. कुर्ते के नीचे क्या है कुर्ते के नीचे कुर्ते के नीचे क्या है कुर्ते के नीचे
There was a bit of a satellite problem. Don't worry, everything is under control. I've got this umbrella. It's no ordinary umbrella. It's an electromagnetic umbrella which protects you against unwanted sound and light waves. After marrying Kunti and Madri, Pandu decided to embark on a world conquest. He went east and defeated the Dasharna kingdom in the eastern Malwa region, the Magad kingdom in South Bihar, and Videha kingdom in North Bihar. He also subjugated Kashi and the kingdoms in Bengal. After defeating all the kings and accepting rich tributes from them, Pandu returned triumphant to Hastinapur. After Shantanu, the glory of the Kuru kings had dimmed a little bit, but Pandu reclaimed it. Pandu offered the richest one to Bhishma, Dhritarashtra, Vidur, Satyavati and his two mothers. With those riches, Dhritarashtra organized great sacrifices. Pandu was a very action-oriented man. After staying in Hastinapur for a few days, he decided to leave for the forest with his wives Kunti and Madri. In the forest, he spent his time hunting wild animals. Once he shot a deer, which turned out to be a rishi in the form of a deer. The rishi cursed him to die very soon. Pandu was very repentant. He wanted to leave this life of wars and violence. He decided to become a monk and seek salvation. His wives Kunti and Madri also resolved to accompany him. He gave away all their riches to the Brahmins and told them to go to Dhritarashtra and tell him that Pandu has left for the forest.